YouTube, what is happening in the markets today after hours? As you can see, I've got the Dow Jones ETF up on the screen right now, and look at the trading. I mean, we've got going all the way in all day long, and then look, this is all after hours. Big buys, taking some profits, big buys, and since then we've seen some profit taking. Completely understandable. Today, for a lot of my stocks, particularly my Bank of America pick, went a lot farther down than this, but still held true. We've seen some terrible unemployment data this week. We've seen some massive reserves being taken by the financial institutions, the big banks, as they announced earnings this week. Look at this. Huge increase. If you go over to SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF or exchange traded fund, huge increase. I mean, we're looking at 3% after hours. This is not something that we generally see that much trading volume. Look, huge spike right here. A lot bigger than the Dow, which makes sense. These are generally smaller companies. So the question is, what happened here? Why is this all going up? Well, we have a company called Gilead, and they announced today that they saw success in the treatment of coronavirus for one of their drugs. And as you can see, we see a massive explosion right here, and this is what caused the entire market to jump. This right here is all they did is they said, hey, we think that we're going to see some success in the treatment of this. So this is great news, and there's a lot of good articles out there, but the question is, what does this mean? What is the next steps going forward? So we have the opportunity here to make a play on Gilead. Is it going to go up? I'm of the opinion that I don't necessarily think it's going to go further up, just because we don't know how effective the treatment is. Is it a peer-reviewed study? What's going to happen? Is this something that we can apply to everyone? I do want to make the statement that this is not a vaccine. This is not a preventative measure. Rather, this is something that we can take on a go-forward basis. So I don't necessarily think that this is the move for Gilead, however, or GILD Stock, but I do think that now is a good time to take those profits. So we have another big week of earnings next week for a lot of the airline manufacturers, a lot of the airline stocks, and I think that we're going to see some of the big companies once again taking some big hit to earnings. And unless the government pushes out some additional stimulus, or we see some of these companies or these biotech companies actually pushing out a preventative drug, we're not going to see the company reopening in the immediate future. I think we saw some positives this week. If we go back to SPY, we saw some positives where they said that we were looking to open up the country a little bit. However, today there's been statements that we may be going through the middle of May as well. So not just the beginning of May, through the middle of May. We don't know, but the point is those conversations are starting to happen. So I do think it's going to go back down right now. I am welcome to be wrong on this. This is just my opinion, but we're probably going to see this go back down following today's record high point right here of, I don't want to say record, but this huge rocket upwards. I don't know if this is going to stay. I would take my profits and run. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful, even if it was just to find out what happened today. Let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.